I was messing about with the thumbnail. I can only stream in this resolution. What is it? 7 by 16 or I don't know. I don't remember. Or is it 19 by 8? Something like that. This is the only resolution I can stream in. But I can't upload a thumbnail in this resolution. I gotta talk to YouTube about that. So, let's see if anybody joins in here. I'm at this pond. I gotta check something. So, it's Sweden in autumn. Really annoying how I couldn't make the thumbnail the way I wanted it. But I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm missing out on. Maybe I failed to see something I should have seen. I see whoever just joined, type something in the chat so I know who you are, and so that you can give me some feedback on sound and the quality of the picture. I don't know how good my connection is. It looks a little weak. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little weak, but I'm gonna let you decide on that. So we've got the pond on my right side, and if I keep the camera in the same angle, I just tap the change camera, this is what it looks like on my left side. Got this forest here, this uphill slope, and again back to the pond on my right side. Yeah, they even have this life. What do you call that in English? It's not a raft. That's a raft is a boat, right? You got that for yeah, if somebody is about to drown in this pond. It's I've never seen anybody swim here, and I can't imagine anybody wanting to swim in here. I certainly won't. What I've also noticed is that I am basically the only one wearing shorts and t-shirts now. Now. I've seen a few guys in shorts, but that's people that are deliberately working out either on their bikes or jogging. But they still use a long-sleeved sweater or something, preferably. So yeah, type something in the chat so I can see who is here. My feed is kind of going up and down here on viewers, but we'll see how it goes here. There's a lot of birds in this pond. Almost exclusively regular ducks, and most of them are, I believe, at the bench that you see in front of me. There's two guys sitting there. Yeah, they're feeding the birds. I think they're giving the birds so much food that they kind of get bored with it, and eventually they're full and they just swim away. I guess even hungry birds can only eat so much, right? Daisy. Missing some stuff here. Aha. I see some stuff here. A little bit of bird feeding. That view. Oh, look at the. Look at this. Damn. That is some bright colors. I wanna check the camera here. That looks like a potential later on thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. There's something about the filter from the phone. These bright blue colors, they are not as bright blue when I look at it. Oh, well, it's actually close. It's actually close. A bit better connection here. You know what? I'm gonna go. Hello, Mia. Mia. Welcome. I'm on my third or fourth stream, as far as I know, as far as I can remember. Oh, and also I'm gonna give you a turnaround look on what we have here. So turning around, we have this mountain side here. It's a bench if you want to sit down. And I am not a mountain climber. I'm not gonna climb this, but I am going to get myself to an elevated position where you are going to see I'm gonna give you another overview of Gothenburg. Just gonna get up there briefly before I continue this stroll. And we'll see. So where are you from, Maya? Hopefully. We'll see. I'm gonna try to speed up here a little bit. Oh, maybe I made a mistake. You call me Luna. All right. So why is your name Mia in the chat? Problem with that is I always forget those things. If I see your name says Mia, I'm gonna say Mia. A lot of people ask me to call them something else than what their name spells out. You look, really? Do I look and sound like that guy? Wow. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I hope I'm not gonna lose connection again. I'm assuming that getting up elevated, I'll be able to connect to more antennas. And this is a, if you're wondering why I'm out of breath, this is a very steep uphill slope. Even have this makeshift stairs here. So hope you're not bothered too much by my breathing, but when I get to this outlook, as soon as possible. And I guess I'm getting quite a bit of exercise doing this. Whew. just a moment, and I'm going to show you the view of Gothenburg. All right. Whew. So, oh, it's actually a lot warmer here with the sun shining. You'd think it would be a lot. There's almost no wind. Up here, I don't think I've ever been here when it's this calm, ever. So yeah. Oh, Mia, welcome back. Yeah. Staying busy today, huh? You gonna go to work or? So this is Gothenburg. I'm gonna give you the full overview from this position. I'm thinking now where I should go from here. I've got some ideas. So we'll see. So yeah. That's what, you know what? I've got an idea of a video where I actually was browsing through some of my previous Philippines videos, and I realized I took a really high quality good video coming in from over there somewhere, which is southwest, flying over Gothenburg, but I'm flying over Gothenburg on the other, I'm like on the other side of Gothenburg, going to Landvetter, which is over in that direction. And I got this really nice overview, which I took by the GoPro camera. And I'm thinking about using that footage to explain a little bit about Gothenburg, what you see and what you can do and all that stuff. I'm from Atlanta. This view reminds me of Stone Mountain. I can imagine that there are areas in the US where it looks similar. I can imagine. So yeah. You know what, I'm gonna go down partly the same path as I took up, but I'm not gonna go all the way down, and hopefully I'll be able to avoid that very specific part of the path up where I lost connection. I'm gonna take a different direction here as soon as possible. So we'll see here if I can. So this is, I don't know if the video shows you how steep this is. Maybe it doesn't showcase it, because I know that from videos that doesn't always get picked up. It can look kind of like I'm walking on a flat surface here, but it's actually, I mean, there wouldn't be stair steps here if it was flat, as I'm sure. Yo, car guy, get fucking wrecked. Never went there? You're not an outdoors person, easy? No. Streaming live like this makes me far more of an outdoor person, I'm not gonna lie. And I can't wait until I can do these streams in the Philippines. So now, here, hopefully, if I take a different turn here, I'm not gonna lose the connection, but we will see about that. I'm gonna shift hand here with my, where I'm holding my phone. So how did you like my limpet video? By the way, I never really got the I don't know, any feedback on, or any specific feedback on, can you tell a quality difference between 4K and 2K when I'm upscaling it as I'm doing? I've already diluted them, or what do you call it? I've been able to avoid those stream snipers because they think I'm on another server. Oh, check this out. Yeah, not climbing any of these mountains anytime soon. Oh, maybe the leaves and the foliage here is going to reduce the quality. You know what's interesting about that is that I don't know if when it's calm like this and the leaves are not actually moving, maybe the YouTube algorithms don't have to work that hard to render it, compared to when the wind is blowing and the leaves are moving based on that. Because I remember the first stream, there was a lot of people talking about how the quality went down, the bitrate looked really bad. Like when I was streaming in 1080 and we got to Oregon Forest, right? Remember how the quality looked bad? It was all pixelated and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm assuming that's going to happen in a stream like this also. But now that it's calm, maybe it's not as bad as it would be if the wind was blowing and the branches were moving. What do you guys say? What's the quality like? Oh, and the sound also. Always gotta watch out for the sound. Oh, I think they have frisbee golf here. This is frisbee golf. I've been playing that. Not really my strong suit, but yeah, these baskets here. You see the chains there under that yellow ring. I don't know if you guys play frisbee golf in your countries, or if you do, if it looks similar. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what they look like here. And I'm assuming they're taking this path later on. So yeah, this is one of them. Tullered Disc Golf Park. Okay, disc golf. They call it disc golf. So you're standing on this. Yeah. Whatever. It's a green mat here. And the target is there. I know the sun is blinding. If I angle it like this, maybe on the left side of the screen, straight forward, so to speak. Yeah, the sun is kind of blinding us here. It's a tiny bit pixelated. Okay, so I think because it's not windy, it's the pixelation problem is not as bad. Now here's another station. I don't know where the basket is up there. Okay, far up there. I don't know if it's clear enough for you to see it. So I am now in Tullered. Yeah. So Tullered Disc Golf Park. I'm saying disco. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, this area is called Tullered. Now after walking that fast up that Outlook post, oh shit, I have to tie my shoes here. Hang on. There, you got a chance to see my big feet. Yeah. You know what they say about guys with big feet, huh? Big feet, big shoes. Yeah, that's what they say. Well, that's what the girls say anyway. Okay, so the quality here, probably better, I'm assuming. I know the internet is a lot better here. Hoping that helps. Quality good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, is that Mitch in the house? Mitch, you gotta change your YouTube icon. Yeah. Gotta find a good icon that stands out. Since you don't have your name, you gotta get your icon. I don't know. Recognizable, so we all know it's you. Preferably with a big M of some sort in there. Or MCH or something. I don't know, something. Oh yeah, you don't have your wrenches. Oh, that's right. I haven't modded any one of you. Gotta slam up those mods here first. I don't even remember how you mod people anymore. Wonder if I can do that online. I probably can. Something that's easier to do when I'm at the computer. Also, I don't know why, I guess I slept really well today, but I am planning on having a live stream. Even though I said I was probably gonna take a break, I'll have a live stream actually today. I mean a Battlefield stream. What kind? Oh, it's a BMW. It's a bit of a sports car. I'm not a big, well, I'm not a car guy as somebody else here. By the way, what's your plans on that car that you were talking about? Well, no, you didn't say specifically. I mean, car guy. You didn't say specifically, but you were talking about getting a newer car. for mainly for sword chain, I guess. And you never did get into Hive Mapper, did you? You woke up with back pain because of how you slept or because of what you did yesterday? Now I'm gonna get out on the main road here just to. I apologize for the noises from the cars ahead of time. Saying it when I know you can still hear me. Is the back pain severe? Is it a hindrance in your life in any kind, in any way? You're in an uncomfortable bed. Actually, that's not all that obvious. I sometimes wake up with some strain or some pain based on what I did the day before, but well, a standard reason for back pain. I mean, if it's an occurring thing, if it's a one-time thing, then I can't tell you. But if it's an occurring thing with back pain from sleeping, then one of the most common reasons is because your bed is too soft. I've had that problem also. I've heard a lot of people saying that if they have. If the bed is too soft, then your weight is gonna lower, like it's gonna bend your back while sleeping. So you want to have a bed that is hard enough relative to your weight, so that the bed keeps your body and your back straight, something like that. I learned that years ago, and well, it's not like we're changing beds all that often, so I got me a solid bed and haven't had any reoccurring issues ever since, as far as I know anyway. So you might want to buy a kind of like a harder mattress to put on top of your bed, or like in between. Like a bed is like, normally it's like you got this big soft cushion main mattress, and then you have this decimeter thick mattress, like a small mattress on top of that, right? That's normally how it is. Yeah, that sounds like. To me, that sounds like it sounds like your bed, and also like two things I can say on top of my head, and that is your bed is too soft, and you may not do enough exercise, or exercise that is related to your back, like pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, stuff like that. I don't know, maybe biking is good, I don't know, maybe walking is good, I don't know. Guess what I sleep on? Well, my obvious guess would be a bed, but now that you ask me the question that way, it sounds like you sleep on something else than a bed, like a couch or something. I hope you can still hear me though. I don't know if anybody believes you, car guy, but I mean, your name might give you like a 5% more credibility, maybe 3%, maybe, I don't know. Is it too noisy with the cars? Should I avoid that in the future? You can hear me clearly? Alright, that's good. I guess my sound is being picked up well enough, even though this noise, see, it's really, I don't know, maybe there's some way that the microphone filters it out. So if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do hit a like. Also, I forgot another thing that I want to test, and I guess this is an as good opportunity as anything to test. I want to see the difference between the two cameras, like the camera that I'm using now, which is the face cam on the front side where I have the display, and the back cameras. It's just like I don't like this noise from the cars. We'll give it a few more minutes here. Hello, Prometheus, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. All right. Sleeping on a couch that unfolds. That doesn't necessarily have to be, I mean, it sounds to me like that could be a problem. You know what you might want to do? You might want to get a stiffer mattress to put on top of. Something that just like try to pay attention to if your couch is, or the pillow, I guess what you're sleeping on is pillows, like the couch pillows. To me, that sounds like they would be too soft. That is probably too soft. I don't know what these people are doing. They look like they are trying to gain some authority of some kind. In blue there. I don't know. Well, sometimes I wish I was a little taller, if you know what I'm saying, huh? There's no way I can reach those apples without attracting unwanted attention. Easy, it sounds to me like you need to get yourself a bed. You know, push comes to shove, you can always, you could get yourself, you could get yourself a used bed, but what you actually sleep on, you want to buy yourself a new mattress on top of it. Like, you gotta do something about that, man. You really need to do something about that. You know, they say you spend about a third of your time in bed, basically. If you get 8 hours of sleep, yeah, you spend a third of your time in your bed, and even if you don't sleep the whole time, still probably adds up to, like, even if you don't sleep 8 hours, the time you spend in bed probably adds up to those 8 hours anyway. Well, it depends. Might depend on what kind of other activities you have going on for you. Now that is some nice balconies, I gotta say. Those houses, I wouldn't mind living like that, having those kinds of balconies. That's really nice, in my opinion. But the roof doesn't cover it. I would so prefer to have it in glassed with, well, with the option to open it up. Like the way I have it, like that setup is good, but these balconies are just obviously much nicer. Look at this. Never actually taken this path, I have to admit. I have never taken this path before. And now that I think about it, oh, the asphalt here is so, listen to this. That sound is because the asphalt is so new that it's actually not dry yet. So it kind of sticks, I can feel it how it sticks to my shoes, and that's why it makes that sound. Huh. An apple tree. I'm getting some ideas here. These plums, they're just wasting away here. Should ask these guys if I could go in here and get me some. Yeah, they're just rotting. They're just dying on the trees like that. What a waste. What a waste. Maybe I'm a little late now. Should go and ask him. Like, look at this. They're just dying here on the tree. Like, what a waste. What is this? How can you let this happen? I'm gonna borrow one. I'm gonna take one. And one, and one. 1 + 1 + 1 = 1. Today they do. Weather here is nice though. This message is held for review. Getting some nutrients here. 1 to 10. Solid 7 maybe, 6, 7. Nothing bad about it, and nothing that stands out. It's just good. But I should have. I wish I knew. Would have taken my bike over here and tried to talk to that guy and ask him, hey, can I pick those plums? If you're just gonna let them hang there and rot, I'll take them, man. I'll eat them. That was solid. It was good. I didn't eat any of the bad ones. I gotta admit, I passed this area a lot. However, I've never actually been here. This is a relatively, oh yeah, so remember last stream a couple of days ago? I was showing you all these old houses. I told you these houses that I was watching that was really old. These houses are just a couple of years old. Never had plums. Is it good? Plums are kind of sweetish. They're like most fruits are kind of soft in their texture, but they're softer than an apple, but they are more solid than. You know what? They have the texture and the softness is kind of similar to a peach. Like yeah, think of a peach. Or a nectarine, or how you say it. A plum has basically the same solidness, but it's a little bit less sweet. Or yeah, a peach is a lot sweeter actually. It doesn't have as much taste, and it doesn't have any. It doesn't have the same sweetness, but the lack of sweetness is not in any way replaced by any kind of bitterness or sourness. Like an apple can be sour, you know, and many fruits can be bitter, but a plum is not that. The only taste is sweet. It's just not that strong sweetness. What sound? The sound of me walking? The sound of my shoes? Is that what you mean? I'm gonna let that comment slide. I know exactly what you're thinking about. So yeah, this is actually I said these houses were like a couple of years old. That's not true. They're probably like 5 years old or something like that. But this is like kind of modern houses. This is what modern houses look like, more or less. Or yeah, houses there. Yeah. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. The Free Society, länkarna, I don't know what this is. I want to just walk up to them and ask them. Let's see what they say. You ready for it? Hallå? Jag bara fråga snabbt. Vad är länkarna för en form av sällskap?
Nykterhetsrörelse, som man säger.
Vad sa du?
Nykterhetsrörelse.
Nykterhetsrörelse?
Ja.
Okej, tack så mycket. Ja. Det säger allt jag borde veta. Tack så mycket. All right.
Huh?
All right. Yeah. So this is a sober society. It's for being sober, being, staying away from alcohol. There are many different organizations. So not gonna film anyone. Not gonna film in the face or whatever, because when it comes to these things, people are a bit sensitive, or could be sensitive. Not everybody is, but I didn't ask if I could film anyone, so I didn't. For that reason, I hope. Now this path, this is the path I take on more regular basis. And when I go to one of the stores, I always take this path with my bike. Generally speaking, it's a little bit too far of a walking distance just to, like if I'm going to the store, unless I would, go for a walk while grocery shopping. But thing is that going back home with groceries, I think it's too much to carry normally, or it's too far when carrying groceries. That's what I mean. This is still, now it gets a little bit unclear where the actual walking path is compared to the bike path, because it's not printed out. Oh wait, this is actually no, because you're allowed to drive here, so that makes all the difference. So now it's just a standard road. Nice bike on the trailer there. So yeah, we're gonna have at least an hour worth of stream today as well. No pollution and no smog, all green. What do you mean? Not like biking? But you're getting bad quality? I'm on 5G. I'm on 5G and I have good connection, so if there's a quality issue, that quality issue comes from somewhere else. Ah, yeah, it wasn't. I hope that was just temporary. All right, let me check something. I don't know if there's still an issue. I'm not sure if maybe if the phone itself might I don't know, might go into some kind of power saving mode or saving mode or whatever. I have okay, is it? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you can't, because there is none. That's just some dirt on your screen. Is it better now? All right, I think I got it. It's the what I did. I turned off the UpRock app. I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, so UpRock is using bandwidth, and that is probably one of the things that I need the most of when I'm doing this. Well, it needs a lot of other things, of course, but there's some processing happening. It's probably, I'm assuming it's the UpRock app. We're gonna have to, all right, that means we're gonna have to try another stream. Let's see, what time is it? 52, okay. At the 52 minutes mark, I'm gonna go back, watch this stream, and see if at around the 52 minutes mark, I'm getting better. Så noodle is on. How's the temperature right now? Last I checked, it was like 17 degrees. Welcome, Adler. I think it's like 15 or something. If you wanna, hey, you could do me a favor. You could do me a favor if you wanna check it more specifically. Go to the site, because I can't do it right now on the phone. I don't know, like if I start fiddling around with it, it's gonna mess with the stream. But it's called klart.se. SE, that's for Sweden. So klart, that's KLART. Klart.se. And then you look at the southwest where you have Gothenburg, and you'll see the temperature there. It's perfect for jogging. Yeah, it really is. It's like the only people that I see wearing shorts, that's one of them, are people that are you know, either working out physically, like jogging or biking, but nobody that is just out and about just for a stroll is doing that. So yeah. jogging it's perfect jogging temperature. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It's kind of pretty. Not gonna lie. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do. Please do. 17 degrees. Okay, so it didn't change since I checked. All right. It feels a little chillier than 17 degrees. Not gonna lie. But like the way it is now, of course, there's a massive difference from whether you're in the sun or like now I'm in the shadow, right? It's the yeah. It's late enough for the sun is kind of like it's not sun is not set, but it's that hill over there, so there's not going to be any sun here, and aside from that, all these trees anyway, so I wouldn't be able to get any anyway. But yeah, thanks for checking that out. I would need all the layers. So have you, like, I gotta ask you, Mitch, have you ever experienced 17 degrees? Does that ever happen in India, or? I'm assuming it does happen occasionally, right? Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. Because I was talking to people, or nah. Yeah, I've been talking to people like when I'm in the Philippines and the sun goes down, you're outdoors at night, or like, yeah, night, like 8 o'clock. I guess we'd call that night. People are actually freezing, right? And I'm thinking like, damn, it's probably inappropriate if I take off my t-shirt because I think it's too hot for a t-shirt, while they are telling me they're freezing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We have some sunshine. It's just over the treetops over there. Huh. Wonder what this looks like when it's being picked up. Stockholm far from me. Stockholm is about, I think, 5-6 hours with a car, depending on how you drive. I think Stockholm is 500 kilometers ish. I haven't been to Stockholm in a long time. DJ Maeve, how you doing, man? Northern India have some snow in the Himalaya foothills. That is true, but okay. So welcome, Karga, welcome, Maze, how you doing, man? Oh, check this out. Oh, that's, they're called, shit, I have videos riding one of them. What are they called? Ah, shit, I can't remember now. You're supposed to stand on them. And they balance, like, they keep you balanced really, really well, but I don't remember now. I mean, like, where Mitch lives, in Goa, does it ever drop to 17 degrees where you live in Goa? Not even drifting. What are they called? Surfboard, or no, what are they called again? Airboard, right? No, shit, I can't remember. I was riding them in my friend's apartment. I have videos of it on this channel, actually. Near the Himalayas. They call in German a wandern, walking on remote areas or just outside of town. Oh yeah. Lowest is 24 degrees in the winter. I, lo- I love I love it how you call it winter. Like, I mean, season-wise or whatever, I guess it's like if you look at the calendar, I guess it's winter. But 24 degrees as the lowest dip, I don't know. I have a hard time allowing that to qualify as winter. I don't see it. I don't see it. But what do I know? Anywho, this is like what you see on the backside here. That's kind of like an industrial area, so to speak. But it's more like, oh yeah, I just passed it over there. Forgot to mention it when I was past it. You can kind of see it like the building. The building the furthest away there, that's actually like a massage and what do you call it? Like a spa area. I guess you call it. Yeah, I guess it's what it's called, spa, right? I don't know if it's called something different in different countries. We call it spa here anyway. The road is further down. Luckily, I can still hear the noise. I don't know if you can, but it's definitely there. Yeah, it's a spa, definitely, yeah. And if you haven't hit the like, I see we have more views than actual likes, and I know a lot of people have dropped off, so if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. You're being censored when you use that F word, Easy. I'll allow it for now. If there was more activity in the chat, I wouldn't have time to check it out. It's a bit more difficult to moderate here. I'll add some mods, or you have to remind me. Maybe you can remind me during the stream here. During the Battlefield stream later on to put you as mods. Interesting history go. I didn't know it was Portuguese territory. Oh yeah. Lots of green spaces. Yeah. I mean, I live kind of outside of Gothenburg. It's like a suburb of Gothenburg. There's green areas everywhere until I actually get into town. Until I actually get to, the northern part of town has, by the river where I showed you in a previous video. That's where the greens kind of end. I mean, if you talk about these lush areas here like this, right? Got a step counter on this phone? No. I'm using the Noodle app as my equivalent to, it's not an equivalent to a step counter, but it's to me kind of the equivalent of a workout app for that geomining thingy. So I keep Noodle app running, but I turned off Uprock because Uprock is consuming so much more bandwidth. It's not worth it when I'm streaming. I didn't know it would have that effect, but yeah. Always picture Sweden as pine trees and lakes. That is not untrue though. My parents have a cabin. Well, that's also in my that's also in one of my earlier videos, by the way. I'm not sure what that video is called right now. The cabin by the lake. My brother and I actually even played some guitar, and he played one of his songs there. But yeah, that's that would fit that description, because that lake has a lot of pine trees around it. Definitely. Enemy landship spotted. Where? I missed it. Tankuruldu. Wait, I'm not playing for the Ottoman Empire right now. The reindeers are not in this area. You have to ask Amonto. I haven't seen Amonto in a long time. He sometimes pops into the Discord. But yeah. You know what? We should ask Amonto to take some pictures of the reindeers and share in Discord. Because he has the vicinity to them. I'm sure he can do it. I just can't. Never seen a reindeer in my area. I only ever saw reindeers when I go up in it's not even the northern part, but more like the central part of Sweden for skiing. You get far enough up to see reindeer sometimes. You know, when you start seeing scooters on the yards of the people's residence. Should walk to Uffa's home, huh? He lives in Stockholm, that's 500 kilometers. So I think I'll pass on that for now. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna show you the most recent houses built in my home area, Tuve. They're coming up in about 5 minutes here. And bike ride to Uffe. That'll be 2 days, right? Or how long would that take? 2 or 3 days of quite intense biking. Well, let's say that would be a challenge. I would earn me some noodles. No, it would be, now that you mentioned it. Yeah, it's the longest IRL stream so far. Yeah, it is. It started off really slow, like the first 10 or 15 minutes, there was like nobody here. I mean, a bike ride to Uffe, like biking all the way from Gothenburg to Stockholm, it might be an interesting live stream actually. But it would consume a lot of bandwidth. I don't know if I could. You're giving me some ideas. I need to have a good place to stick the phone to though. What if some of my angriest stream snipers live in Sweden and they know that I'm coming past their town or a nearby town? It's not that hard to calculate where I'm gonna be, huh? Out of breath? What do you mean out of breath? Well, I wouldn't. I don't see any reason why I could be out of breath now. I'm just walking. The relatives definitely took a boat to Sweden. What? No, I don't like walking. Doesn't make me lose my breath. I don't get out of breath, except like what you saw in the early part of the video where I walked up on the elevated area. If you watch the first, I don't know, 10-15 minutes later on, then you'll see I get out of breath. But that's because I'm walking up on that up to that outlook place. So if you, yeah, anybody that missed the early stage or the early part of this stream, wait for it to finalize and check it out later. So, I mean, I'm now back in Tuve, by the way. This, I don't know, I've never seen this before. Like, I gotta show you this house. I want to give you the right view. I'm actually gonna pass the street again and get over. Like, the planning of this house makes me wonder how people have to plan inside of this house. Just check this out. And just give me a moment. I need to get some distance, otherwise it's not gonna make any sense. I'm trying to tell you. So, all right. So, here's what you got. So this is a 90-degree curve that has turned. I'll change to the other camera so it's easy to explain. So this is like this circulation place because it's like a T-crossroad, so to speak. This road, you can take a 90-degree left or 90-degree to the right, but there's there's not much traffic going that direction. But this direction, that's towards Tuve, like main area of Tuve, right? So now the interesting thing is, like, as the road turns, like it's not really like a T-cross, it makes a turn, and they have built the house to fit with the turn. So the house is turning, like the wall is literally turning like this, and of course, whatever is in, like the apartments inside of the house have to be adapted to how the house is shaped around or following the road. Like normally they don't, like, this is not the shape of any facade of a house. Normally it looks like what you see here. Like any other house have a 90-degree sharp angle. Any other house that you ever see, well, almost, I guess. And this one just have this round wall right there. It doesn't get noisy. It's in Sweden we have thick walls and 3 glass windows. Like it's standard in Sweden. All the windows have triple glass. So that's one of the things that's very different from tropical countries. Is that in tropical countries, there's no incentive to have triple glass windows, because triple glass windows is mainly that's because of the climate, right? Because of the isolation, because of the cold winters, right? But for you guys living in tropical countries, you have a 1 glass window, and it's probably not that well isolated either. And the isolation, again, it's mainly because of the cold, to keep the cold out and the warmth inside. But the side effect of that is, of course, that if you don't have that isolation, you have all the noise. So for you, I guess, like based on the housing in India, when you see a house this close to a road, you think about the noise. It's like if you shut the windows, it keeps the noise out. I'm surprised there's no setback areas. Setback areas? What, like an outdoor area? Or what do you mean by setback area? Or roundabout, is that what you call it? Define the distance from the road. Normally it is, but when it's yeah. Look at this balcony, it's kind of nice. Well, first and foremost, it's a small road, right? It's a 50-kilometer-an-hour road. You're not allowed to drive fast, or maybe 70. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's 50. But yeah, the noise is not going to be an issue. The issue is going to be I don't know. I mean, issue like my thoughts about the shape of a house like that is just what how do you plan it inside? Like normally furnitures are designed for straight road, straight walls, right? All the furnitures, like all the couches and all that stuff, are like they don't really bend, or if they bend, they don't bend. Like, yeah, there are couches that bend, of course, but if they bend, they don't bend based on a bending wall like that. I'd be concerned about, yeah, I've heard the stories and I've seen the pictures. I understand, but if that ever happens, it's normally because the road is bending the other direction. If you live on the opposite side of where the bend is. In this way, if a truck runs out of the road, it's gonna end up on the other side of the road. So the way that the traffic is planned in that area, that's highly unlikely. And also it's a slow road. This is an urban area. There are houses that I see very close to like highways and freeways. And where, like, let's say they are on the, yeah, I mean, either way, like if there's high speed traffic going both directions, then, you know, it's equally dangerous either side of the road. No, like if you're on the outer side of the bend, then it's a much higher likelihood that a truck or a car is going to skid off the road, like in the winter, and hit the house. But if you live on the if the house is on the inner side of the bend, then the likelihood that it's going to skid that way is very small. The floor of the building. I mean, you know, the new buildings, they have such nice balconies. Not gonna lie, these balconies are really nice. Anyway, this is the Tuvetorg. It's where I do my main grocery shopping over there. And on the other side of this building that you see here, you see ICA supermarket. There you don't see, behind the trees you don't see the full sign, but on the other side of that building there's the gym where one immigrant killed another immigrant, I think, a couple of years ago. Yeah, it doesn't feel all that great to have these kinds of neighbors, but what can you do with politicians like this? Here, I'm actually gonna go past a schoolyard here. Hopefully there's not too many kids here, because then I'm gonna have to stop the filming. There's actually a lot of kids here normally when even when school's out, because there's like this little football court here. So this is a relatively new, you know what? I don't know if you remember, but I actually made a video a couple of years ago when this schoolyard was under construction. And yeah, this is what it kind of looks like now. So there's a lot of kids playing football here, or as car guy would say, soccer. I'm actually doing some of my workout here. Like sometimes when it's late and there's no people here, these bars here, these bars are some of my favorite bars for doing pull-ups, because you can have your hands like this, grip it like this, rather than on most other places you have to do either like this or like this. So I just recently learned, by the way, if you hold your grip like this, that's actually pull-ups. But if you hold your hands like this, it's not pull-ups, it's dips. I don't know if when you hold your hands like this, if it even have a different names. I just generally call it pull-ups, either way, or I always have done. Maybe I'll change that up later on. We'll see. India, yeah, maybe India roads looks a bit more dangerous. Tjena! How you doing? Hur är läget? Ja, vad bra. Är dottern ute och spelar fotboll?
Ja, vad
Kör hon slut på det eller?
Jag har lekt med henne, ja.
Hon har mycket energi för dig eller?
Nej, jag pratar ut henne så jag kan plugga sen.
Ja, okej. Jag har en strategi. Ja, okej. Vad pluggar du till?
Bygg och anläggning genom järnväg.
Ja, okej. Ja. Då farsan där som inspiration kanske.
Jag vill höra att han är stolt över mig.
Ja, jag förstår det. Ha det gott. Right. That guy, by the way, has that I was talking to there. He has one. His father is from Finland, but he lives here. You know, I kind of consider him Swedish-ish, but yeah, Finnish, Swedish. And his mother is from Philippines. So he has a sister also, you know, half Filipino. So yeah, that's a half Filipino guy. Work different muscles. Hey, Mace, you know workout quite well, don't you? I mean, you actually work in a workout center or outdoors workout center. You know what? I'm gonna do a video showing my basic workouts later on, and I will be looking forward to your feedback actually. Nice Adams. Yeah, I got a very, very distinct Adams apple. I know. There's a baseball court near me, and it's in the middle of the woods, abandoned, no path to it, and there's people are practicing that even though there's no path out. Maybe that's a good thing. The people that actually are dedicated to practicing that, they can do that by themselves. They don't have to worry about being disturbed. So yeah, a few final autumn views here for you guys before I end this stream. I'm gonna take maybe an hour. What time is it? It's almost 6 o'clock, yeah, and I'm really low on battery. Okay, well, that's a good test. So an hour and 25 minutes, and I'm on 10% battery. So it's good to know. Yeah. So well, we did that test as well. I can stream for almost an hour and a half. Then again, I have that, I didn't, like, this is the first phone I have that has this function where when I'm charging it, it has this battery save function for charging where it only charges the battery up to 80%. And I'm using that for now because the way I, you know, when I'm at home, I'm not using my phone in any other capacity than so that, like, I never need to fully charge the phone to 100%, you know, unless I was gonna stream longer than I'm doing today. But yeah, and because that is obviously a battery saving function, I'm sticking to it. I'm using that because I want the battery to last a little bit longer than it otherwise will. But I guess I'm gonna have to turn that off when I'm doing longer streams, unless I'm streaming in a place where I at least partly can charge the phone while streaming. I only see athletes or on our track. Most just stand around. Oh, really? Well, any tips whether you, you know, however you work out or whether you do or don't? Was the battery new news from? Yeah, they say it's new. They say it's new. So I'm assuming it is. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you in about an hour. Actually, I'm just gonna take at most an hour break, get some food, take a shower, do some push-ups, and I will see you all later. So yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.